Liberty means responsibility. That's why most men dread it. My name is Brian Murphy, and I'm director of an organization called Patients Without Time.
I have a scoliosis condition in my spine that has required that 11 discs be removed.
I have a bladder problem. They don't even know. First it's interstitial cystitis, then it might be PDI.
The medications that I were put on were Dilantin and Trazodone.
And then they decided I needed tranquilizers because I was a high-strung personality.
So what our goal is to help people use alternatives to break away the cycle of using pharmaceuticals.
The medication that the doctors wanted to put me on for seizures was so debilitating. It made me extremely depressed, lethargic, sleepy.
I have pretty much had a reaction from 99% of the pills prescribed to me.
We work with patients finding doctors to help them obtain their medical marijuana licenses here in the state of Hawaii.
Since I have started on the medical marijuana, my husband, who doesn't smoke, says it's nice to hear me laugh again. It's nice to see me be active again, to actually have a life, to have ambition again.
We have decreased the intake of 20 milligram Oxycontins by over 800 doses by people switching over to marijuana per month.
The only drugs that I ever took were legal ones that were prescribed to me, and they made me crazy.
We have 27 patients who have totally stopped using sleeping aids as somas and switched to cannabis.
I'm 50 years old. I don't want to go to a scary place to get my medicine. I don't have the ability to grow it, which is what my license says I can do, but let's be realistic. I live in a small apartment.
In Patients Without Time, we have over 680 patients. Of that, only 8 so far have been able to continuously grow enough cannabis to meet their medical needs. Through Democracy in Action, we've created 2 ordinances. The first one being the Crime Reduction Alcohol Equalization Act. Our second ordinance through the Democracy in Action is the Compassionate Choice, Family Farmer, and Revenue Ordinance. Now, the Compassionate Choice aspect of that is we'd like to see the adequate supply and amount grown increased. The second part of it is the family regulation aspect of it. So what we've come up with a program is based along the Tobacco Allotment Act, where basically a family farmer would lease a patient a small piece of land for a service fee, which would be in a secure area, for an additional service fee, even maintain them, because a lot of these patients are bedridden, wheelchair bound, and basically just don't have the ability to grow the medical grade cannabis. Right now, these 680 some people are having to deal with the black market to get their medicine. I feel when you read the state law, we accept medical marijuana as something that's needed for our citizens, is why we created a program. We issue state licenses for this program. It's about time now we create a program that'll work for the patients. Democracy in Action will only work if we, as people, stand up and be counted. You have to register, you have to vote. And here in Maui County, our main goal with Democracy in Action is to register, vote, and get people active. Our goal is to register 20,000 people between now and the election and show that through the people we can make change.